Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Handlin Gaming channel. My name is Billy, and today got a few tips to help y'all get better at Rogue Company. By the way, stream over on Twitch every Saturday around 10 a.m. I'll have the link to the channel down in the description below. I've been playing a lot of Rogue Company lately. If you do find this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, please leave a like and leave your comments down below. If you'd like to see any more content like this, please subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. Hey, let's get into the first tip, shall we? Try out multiple rogues. You don't just want to find one rogue and just only use that one rogue when you haven't even tried out any of the other ones. At least in the beginning, you want to try out all of the rogues that you can, all of the rogues that they offer, and figure out, the 2 or 3 that you like the most and, you play the best with. Like me, my number one right now is Talon. I use him the majority of the time more than any other rogue. But I've tried out all of the other rogues, and Talon is just one of them that stuck with me, and I like him the most. Trying all of the different rogues can help you in, a couple different ways. You can find out which rogues you like, and then you can also find out the different rogues' strengths and weaknesses, which is really important. And it can help you, when you see your opponent's team, what rogues they're using, and you can see the different rogues, and that certain rogues' strengths and weaknesses, and you can plan your game out that way. You want to learn the maps. You don't want to just go and take the same route on these maps just because everybody else does. You want to learn the ins and outs of these maps, just so you can figure out which routes are good to take from each different spot on the map, which way you can go, the fastest way to go from start to get to the certain place that you want to get to, the objective, or even you're in trouble and you need to retreat back so you can come at them at a different angle. You're gonna need to know all of these maps so you can have that in your head at all times and not have to run around like a chicken with your head cut off because you have no clue where you're going and you end up getting killed. You don't want to just be stuck to your one way of playing because you only learned a tiny piece of the map. Now, flanking.
Bombs
This
active.
one goes
Find it and
with
defuse it.
tip 2 with learning the maps. After you have all of the maps down, it will be a lot easier for you to know how you can flank
found
the
the
enemy
bomb.
team from any side of the map. I see that there's so many players that like to just charge head into the game and just go balls to the walls to try and get kills. It doesn't really work out for most people. If you notice that the whole or even just the majority of the team is on one side of the map, then you can go around and come up behind them or to their sides and get a lot
friendlies
easier
eliminated.
kills that way.
Regroup.
I can't tell you how many times I've gotten just easy kills just by flanking the other team. Everybody in this game wants to just go super fast and play this super fast pace, and you can just use that to your advantage and slow it down a little bit and flank the enemy team, and trust me, it will help you drastically. Now, tip number 4 is be patient. Like I was saying, you don't want to just run and rush straight into the game, especially playing a game mode where you have a limited amount of lives. Like if you're playing demolition and defending, then just defend. You don't need to rush on to try to find that enemy team. They are going to come to you. You can play slow. You don't have to rush in any situation. I mean, yes, if you're attacking, yes, you're gonna have to push up, but you don't have to just go, again, balls to the walls trying to get directly towards that demolition or whichever target you are going after. You can just play it slow, take your angles, and just be patient. Rushing in this game, it can work, but not the greatest. Now, this one. Only res when you can. Now, this one might surprise some people, but honestly, I need to say it. It's crazy how many people are always saying, res your teammate no matter what. It's not always the case. Yes, if you are in a safe area where you can just easily pull off the res, then res your teammate. Don't be that dick that's just like, oh, I want to go rush and get kills when you can pick your teammate up. Just pick them up. But that's not what I'm talking about. Talk about in those situations where you're in a gunfight and you can just poke behind cover and you think that you can just res your teammate right then and there just because you poke down behind cover, when you really don't have enough time because you were just in the middle of a gunfight, and he's gonna see that you were trying to res your teammate, and he's gonna push you. And then there you go, there's 2 people out instead of just the one, when you could have played it a lot smarter and just focused on killing that enemy instead of worrying about getting your teammate up and you dying too. Trust me, in those situations, it's a lot better to lose 1 person than it is to lose 2. Now, tip number 6 I got is rolling. Now, rolling in this game is very powerful, but you have to know when to roll. You don't want to roll towards somebody ever. Now, in this game, you can roll in any direction. In the middle of a gunfight, rolling off to the side can throw off your opponent's aim and help you win the fight if you can keep your shot on target during the roll. Now, rolling is also a very effective way, to dodge behind some cover, to reload, or just straight up gather yourself if, you see that you're gonna lose this gunfight and you just need to, gather yourself to pop right back up and get back into the gunfight. If you're playing as Lancer, rolling is especially helpful because your gun will reload on your roll. So you can be mid-fight and you can roll, your gun's already reloaded, and that's a huge advantage to have over your enemy. Now, without Lancer, if you need to reload, it's a lot better to try and, roll towards cover than try to be standing out in the open and try to get your reload off before your opponent kills you. It's not gonna work. Now, a little thing about rolling is that don't roll out of cover or out around a corner. It's not gonna work. Your shot is gonna be way off target because you're in the middle of a roll and someone can just be sitting there waiting for you to pop out of the corner, and they're just gonna have an easier time killing you when you roll because it will be hard for you to hit your shot and it will be easy for them to just stay mid on target. Rolling is great, but don't get carried away and just be rolling around the map at all times like crazy. Now, the footsteps in this game are stupid loud. If someone's close to you, there's absolutely no doubt that you're not going to hear them, but that goes the same for vice versa. It sounds like somebody is just right behind you, stomping up and down and jumping up and down, making all kinds of noise on purpose. If you have a headset, which honestly in this game, you definitely should have a headset for this reason, then I'd crank that baby up and it will just give you that little bit of an advantage if you can hear the enemy before they can actually see you. Tip number 8 is to keep your crosshairs at head height. Now, headshots in this game do a significant amount of damage. If you can just get, a couple shots to the head when they are only getting a couple shots to the body, you're 100% going to win that gunfight. It is a drastic difference from a headshot to a body shot in this game. It's not really hard to, keep your sights aimed at head height. You're going around a corner, make sure you're at head height. Popping out of cover, try to make sure you're staying at head height. Trust me, it will help you win so many more gunfights. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork.
Well done.
Teamwork is arguably one of the most important things. Now, talk to your teammates. If you have a mic, use it. Callouts are key. Call out where you see enemies, where you died, where your objective you're playing, what objective the enemy team is playing. It will drastically help you improve your ability to win games if you're helping out your team. If you don't have a mic and just, or just really, really shy, then use the ping system. Yes, pinging is not as good as actually having the ability to call things out with your voice, but pinging enemies can, almost as much help just as much as, calling the enemy out is. Now, if you are using a mic and you still need to ping, using the ping system in combination with voice chat, super helpful because you can call that enemy out, say what rogue they are, what's going on, and also ping that spot that you are talking about. Don't overdo it though. Don't just overload your team with all kinds of pings and you're just pinging every single thing that happens. So you don't want to overload your teammates so they have no clue what you're actually talking about. Now, the last tip is to just play the game, watch some videos, and play some more. You can take the rest of these tips and you can apply them, within a couple of games, and it will only go so far though. Now, the best way, honestly, to get better at Rogue Company is just playing the game. Repetition, just like anything else that you're trying to get better at. You need to play the game. Play the game, watch videos, watch pros play the game. Take what they do into consideration and try to add it into your game, or just, develop your own kind of play style that you use similar things of theirs, or you can just completely use their exact play style. However you want to get better, use it. But you definitely need to just play the game, play the game, play the game. You will not get better if you don't play the game more. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. If you did, please like the video and leave a comment down below and leave your thoughts and let me know if there was any tips, you know, that are important that you think I could have missed, if I need to make another video on anything. If you want to see more content like this, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my later uploads. I do stream on Twitch every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. Been playing a lot of Rogue Company lately, so, you know, come drop a follow, hop in chat, and we can talk about some more Rogue Company. Until then, take care.